Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes, each one she passes goes, ah. When she walks, it's like a samba that sways so cool and sways so gently that when she passes, each one she passes goes, ah.
Oh, but he watches her sadly. How can he tell her he loves her? Yes, he would give his heart gladly. But each day when she walks to the sea, she looks straight ahead, not at he. Whoa. Ha ha, wo ha ha, wo ha ha, wo ha, wo ha, wo ha ha, wo ha, wo ha, wo ha, wo ha ha, wo ha ha, wo ha. We should do a jazz album, nigga.
Yeah, we should.
We should.
I see that.
I'm with it. Yeah. I'm with it.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Blackest Show about nothing. Is Jade and XD. We are your hosts, the Ashford and Simpson of podcast. Solid as a rock.
Okay. That's what this, I guess, is love.
Yeah. We build it up.
We build it up. We build it up. And now we're solid. Solid as. I'll be Ashford. I'll be Nick.
That makes sense.
We're building up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Remember when there was a
Welcome
rumor
back.
that was Ludacris's parents? You don't remember that? That was a rumor. Yeah, that was a rumor for a while. It used to be a rumor that Ashford and Simpson was Ludacris' parents.
That's a cousin rumor. See, that's one of those things
It
that
is.
again, one of those like that Lil Kim stomach pump rumor.
Let me tell you something about that stomach pump rumor.
Oh, it was
That had a nigga scared to swallow a nut for a long time.
Listen, 6th grade was shook.
Well, I wasn't.
And now we're solid.
Solid.
Woo.
Shit.
Telling
Sorry,
on
I got a
ourselves
phone call
for
and it
300
fucks
Alex.
everything up.
Oh,
Okay.
my goodness gracious.
Because 405 to 415. Got it. Thanks. Yeah, so for those who don't know the Lil Kim stomach pump rumor, there was a rumor back in the Gap that Lil Kim was giving fellatio to a young man. And
Buffing helmets.
yeah, but orally. And because there's more than one way to buff that.
Give it brain. Spitting knowledge.
Okay, there we go. Cerebral pleasure. So
Sucking dick.
giving blowjobs. So, Lil Kim was sucking dick, right? Okay, everybody knew, or in this story, Lil Kim was sucking dick. And the nutsa that released, the sperm was in the throat and caused an infection is what the rumor went as. And they said she had to go and have an operation to remove the sperms from her throat and her stomach.
Why you acting like a bitch?
Cause y'all niggas ain't shit. And if I was a dude, I'd tell y'all
Hey, yo,
suck
come here,
my
bitch.
Nigga, fuck you.
No, fuck you, bitch.
Who you talking
Now, this rumor spun across the globe.
Did. Because there was not the internet like that then, okay? We didn't have
No.
we didn't have it like that. Do you got it like that? I don't got it like that. So
Yeah, not at
it's
all.
the same. I don't know. It was like a big ass black game of telephone all across the country, but there was a rumor that Lil' Kim had to get her stomach pumped because she was swallowing, the small guys, and so,
Yeah, there was a lot of rumors, like especially in the church community, where they swore that Music Soul Child's love was really called Lord. And because
I remember that too. My mother fell victim to that rumor.
I'd be like, girl.
She's like, I like this little gospel song, and I was like, Ma, that's not a gospel song, girl.
Right.
That's about a bitch. He's singing to a bitch.
It's about Eve.
He's singing to the true bitch.
Yeah, it's about the girl next door in Philadelphia.
If it would have knew the girl next door would have been you. And then, but now, there was also, never mind, I'm not even going to do that. Which way is he looking?
Yeah.
Not sure. But,
What does it feel like? Somebody's watching me.
or everybody.
How was your week?
It was exhausting, but nothing new. I mean, stuff new, yes. By the time you're watching this, yesterday, we would have had an Afro-punk soundstage recap situation going on. It was Friend Zone Getting Grown collaboration with Target and Afro-punk, where we covered a lot of the artists that were on one of the special stages. So your girl had Rico Nasty. That's who I recapped.
Specking up, bitch, today.
Okay. A song about gratitude.
Thank God I ain't smack a bitch today. Yeah. Whoa. Smack a bitch today. Thank God I ain't have to smack a bitch today. Smack a bitch today. Thank God I ain't have to smack a bitch today.
Thank God I ain't had to smack a bitch today. I was like, I learned that song. I said, small favors.
Yeah.
Because that's a prayer. Because, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Oh, E-Bobo.
Oh, sha. Nigga, I know niggas, everybody's caught on that. I'm a hyena, naturally. I cackle, I laugh, I giggle, and it's what I do naturally. Like, I find humor in many things, and that's just how I've navigated life. But let me tell you something. I feel like a lot of these cackles and giggles and shit, nigga, be saving me from slapping the fuck out of some of y'all. Because XD knows when I get... See, the listeners, y'all know to an extent, but y'all don't really know. Y'all don't... Mm-mm. Same nigger ass hand. And so, the listeners don't really know, but XD knows. And he can attest that, I think Jade cackles a lot to keep from smacking the whole fucking fire out of you and all of your lineage.
Yeah.
So,
listen, laughter is the best medicine.
It really is. Small favors and gratitude. Thank God I ain't had to smack a bitch today. Whew, but I like that little Rico Nasty. And you know what she does? I don't know if this is, I'm not trying to, maybe this is, I'm not trying to be a dickhead.
Say it, and we'll decide as a community.
Okay. So I'm going to try to say it in a non-dickhead way.
Because this isn't a safe space, but
it's never
why
a safe
not?
Space. I don't want to be insensitive, should I say. But
okay.
One thing I appreciated about her set at the Afro-punk stage that I didn't really get to talk about in that segment was that Rico Nasty was very cognizant of what was going on in the crowd and considerate. So she took a moment to speak to the crowd, and because they mosh at her shows. And so the second time they were going to do a mosh pit, she stopped and said, make sure you all are nice to the newbies. She was like, step back, go in with a friend, and be safe. And I thought that was indicative of a Taurus queen. You know what I'm saying?
She's a Taurus? I knew I liked her already. But,
yeah, she's a Taurus. I should have, and I was like, because, at first I was like, this is, this speed is different for me.
Yeah.
This is different for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming fresh off of a Chicago track right now. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to a little Fifth Dimension, and it's like, okay, let's make notes. Whoa! Wasn't ready, nigga. I wasn't ready. I like it, but I wasn't ready for it. So I was like, you can't just ease a bitch who listens to Confunction on a motherfucking Thursday
No.
and be like, Rico Nasty, that's you right there. That's your assignment. And give me no motherfucking warning.
No warning.
You know,
you can't listen to new people music raw. You know what I mean? Young people music, listen to that shit raw. Is just,
let me tell you, so you got to do young people music like anal, ease me in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Prep me,
lube me up. Don't be just throwing a Summer Walker album at me and be like, here, girl, here, bitch, be sad, bitch. Like, what?
Right. Here, bitch, relate.
Right? I can't. I'm only one nigga. Because Antonio keep doing that to me. He keep trying to throw that goddamn Summer Walker. And I know a bunch of our listeners are like, wait a minute, I love Summer Walker. And that's good for you. Bitch, I don't want to be sad. I listen to enough sad music, okay? Chicago has a song called Wishing You Were Here. Okay? A nigga been sad since the 80s. I don't need to be new sad. So, y'all gonna be sad to Summer Walker. I'm gonna be sad over here with somebody else. I'll be sad with Anita Baker. I'll be sad with Earth, Wind & Fire. Me and Luther gonna be sad together. But y'all gonna be sad with Summer Walker, her baby, and them berries.
So, we were at tribal council, and you have to be privileged to know what tribal council is. Yeah. So we was at tribal council, and Chris Rogers goes there. Because because he does that Tammy Roman thing where he'll like take a drag. He'd be like,
he does.
Y'all was just dragging Summer Walker the other day saying that she couldn't afford her baby, or couldn't take care of her baby. Now all of a sudden you want to relate to the bitch singing. He was like,
he's right. Which one? No, he's right. Because y'all was talking about that girl down. Y'all had that girl down bad. Y'all was talking about her mothering skills. You was talking about how sad she is. I don't know, probably not. That's me and XD, but still, y'all was talking about her, huh? What happened?
I mean,
she's sad. No, she's sad. I mean, she's sad, son. She's sad. No, she's sad. Yeah. How you sit in an interview with Ari Lennox and still be looking sad? That lady is funny and pleasant.
Know.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm enjoying myself, but I'm still sad. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And it's fine. Because I know a lot of these young people be sad, and I just let them be sad. You know what I'm saying? But,
oh, yeah. They all... And for a generation to have all their daddies in their life, they are way sadder than you would think they would be.
Let me tell you something. I'm like, y'all be sitting there in them Jinkos because they brought them back.
Have you seen? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Did you know they brought low-rise jeans back?
Psst. Manny, are you aware I can see your underpants? Are you aware that I don't care? Maybe some people don't have to see your underpants all day. If some people don't like it, maybe they shouldn't look. You have so little confidence, you have to show your entire body.
They are bringing back. Let me tell you, they are trying to slam us in the face with early 2000s fashions tomatoes. And I am ready for war, nigga. Because I'm not going back to slavery. I'm not doing it.
Right.
Y'all
Like
not gonna put me in
shit and everything.
Now y'all gonna. I'd be damned if you bitches pop out with a big bedazzled belt, bitch. Because I already did that, and I'm not doing it again.
They already got a Von Dutch documentary coming out, which means that they're about to revive that shit.
That fucking hat.
That was one of the. It's like MAGA or like the Juicy Couture Von Dutch era.
Ooh,
like
it was
I don't know
ugly.
which was worse.
It was ugly because that was when
It's probably comparable, honestly,
and that's
because
when
they were still racist wearing shit too. You know,
that was that TV we was watching the other day on Patreon when we was watching the early 2000s MTV shows that were just awful. You know what I'm saying? That era of fashion, y'all don't understand. And I keep bringing this up. There was a show starring Tommy Hilfiger's daughter. And Tommy Hilfiger's daughter had on a short denim skirt and some Ugg boots. And her little big pie face white friend would go to Chipotle. And they was rich, but they would eat Chipotle in their Uggs and in their mini denim skirts. And when I tell you, I used to be upset at this contrast of fashion and seasons.
Yeah. It was strange because in LA, I understood why it's dumb, but in LA, I guess whatever, right? LA is weird or whatever, but they used to do that shit in upstate New York,
That's
and I
what I'm
was
saying.
like, girl, it is like 4 degrees like Celsius,
And
like,
you got
know what
on
I mean?
this
Like,
baby ass
or, like,
skirt.
Fahrenheit, right? Like, where are you going, mama? The wind chill is 40.
And you got your knees out. And white people think they can't get ashy, but they don't realize when they be turning red and gray at the same time that is y'all's ash. You are ashy.
It looks like ember.
It does, yeah. You blow on it, it starts sparking.
Yeah. We have we have some business to take care of. Numero uno, you can always find us everywhere. Please tell a friend, 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 tell a coworker. It's okay to talk to them, because you still got to get to know them because most of us haven't been to the office in 2 years.
Yeah.
I had a thought. I was thinking about Noah, and I'm going to tell you why after the commercial, because I was like, Noah's had to spend 2 birthdays at home. That's fucked up.
Yeah, man. Damn.
But because I need to borrow her for a minute, and I'll explain why.
Yeah.
But but yeah, subscribe to us, tell a friend, tell us everywhere. We are not just on Spotify.
People are just still finding out.
Right.
So yeah.
Right. For all access pass to exclusive content where we talk shit about the rest of the masses behind a paywall.
Yeah.
Of $7 holla is where it's at.
We talk shit together.
Yeah. And you get to see smoking weed and everything. And also you can continue to support us for the free by watching us and subscribing to us on YouTube, clicking that like button that introduces us to more people, like viewers like you, and also the notification bell to know when there's more content coming and a brewing.
I be feeling like a sellout when I say that. Like and subscribe
Yeah.
below.
I know, but that's what keeps the lights on. That's what keeps the lights on around these parts on Walton Mountain,
This is the problem. This is why none of my family thinks I got a real job. So crazy, man. My sister be like, yeah, I don't know. My big sister, she be doing stuff. I don't know. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, no, they right though, but still not. Because I have a lot
Yeah,
of
my
jobs.
mother, what do you do again?
Yeah.
And then she'll compare me to my cousin, and she'll be like, well, and then she'll be like, tell me how much my cousin makes, and I'll be like, okay, girl. But then I'm like, I get it. but they want to be proud, but they need to know your level of income to make sure that's not illegal or whatever.
Well, exactly, because she definitely asked me if I sold drugs, but but then knows, like, to a certain degree that everything's okay, because then we'll still come and ask me for something.
Yeah.
So I'm like, is it Uchi Wally or is it one mic, lady? Which one is it?
You know what my mother asked me the other day?
What she asked you?
Also, raising your parents is very difficult.
Let me tell you
I do want to
something,
talk about that at some point.
I am raising.
Because they don't listen
to nothing.
So I went to Disneyland, not Disney World. So I know a couple people were wondering, like, oh my gosh, there was a big storm in Florida. But no, I just literally drove an hour.
Ain't nobody going to Florida right now.
Yeah, no, not in this political climate.
My cousin might be moving there, and I told him the other day. I said, "So I'll never visit you. It's fine."
Yeah, nah, I don't know. So, although I've been thinking about moving out of California, but we'll talk about that another time.
Like by me, like not here, but by like maybe, huh?
Or where you plan to live in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we'll be neighbors again.
Yeah. It's either that or like near. Like,
okay.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, because I realized I don't necessarily need to be in LA like that, but whatever. So,
we need to be wherever we at.
Exactly.
Okay.
Word. I forgot the point of the story. There's so many things I have to tell you all.
I'm very excited to hear this because we had an episode planned and it looks like that might go another direction because I'm ready to know what happened on XD's trip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, first, okay, got all that. So the business. Peace to all the families and the victims of the Astro World Festival. Yeah. It's really tragic.
Yeah.
And I hope there's more reform surrounding
security
festivals.
Yeah.
Because the people were breaking in, and there's also, this spike of laced drugs or the drugs that are synthesized and things like that.
They was running around stabbing people with needles. Like, are you motherfucking crazy?
I know. Like that's a deeper problem.
Yeah.
But still, just, in the words of Jerry Springer, take care of yourselves and each other.
Yeah.
So let's take a break, and I'll tell you all about the trip and how, I'll tell you all that.
Very excited. Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Didn't think you'd hear from me in this one, but jingle balls to the walls, fellas. Listen up. It's time to kill 2 nuts with 1 trimmer and get yourself and your lady a gift. I'm talking about the Manscaped Performance Package 4.0, honey.
Manscaping, as the man, is a little difficult sometimes. There was one time, I had a something about Mary situation, and it was just all bad downhill.
Oh no!
I know.
Is everything
I got
intact?
Manscaped. Yes, but I got Manscaped now. I got the whole system, and I love this. It's really, really good. So inside the Performance Package 4.0, you'll find the Signature Lawnmower 4.0. This electric trimmer has proprietary advanced skin-safe technology to reduce cuts on your nuts.
Oh,
trust me.
Pleasant.
Fellas, ladies, friends, ladies, this is important.
Let me tell you something real fast, okay? I am not of the waxing coalition, so I like to they-scape. And, I have had an altercation or 2 between me and my lips. You know what I'm saying? So I understand. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Keep going.
Yes. So this is great for everybody. They also, in this performance package, comes with anti-chafing boxers, which is perfect for wrapping, stocking stuffers and all that jazz, you know what I mean? So, 'tis the season to load up on Manscaped products. So get yourself, your dad, and your brother, your friends, even your lady friend, the best gift of all, the Manscaped Performance Package 4.0. Get 20% off and free shipping with code JXD at manscaped.com. That's 20% off, free shipping at manscaped.com, and use code JXD. Clean up your nuts and make Santa proud this year.
Ho, 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 fellas!
And we're black. So, I went to Disneyland this weekend.
I know, not Disney World.
Yeah, not Disney World. And it was a little, you should only go to amusement parks with amusement park people.
Are neither one of you amusement park people?
I am an amusement park person.
You are?
Mm-hmm. Just
you know
because I
what?
don't
You're
like
right.
going-
You're right. You're not a ride person, but you are an
Yeah.
amusement park person. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. And it's not that I'm not a ride person. I just don't like roller coasters. I don't like going upside down and in the air because it's just weird. But at Disneyland, everything is experiential. Mm-hmm. And like there's a roller coaster, but they don't go upside down. I'm into that. So, but the Siggy-O, he's not so much. So
I'm not surprised by that. He's a little anti, but what he...
Yeah. But I will say, which is why I said I need to borrow Noah, is because it was real weird having two niggas who were just walking around Disneyland with no kid. And
Really?
like getting on Pirates of the Caribbean. You know what I mean? It wasn't weird to me, but I could see how that would be perceived as like, weird. I didn't really care. But let me tell you something.
I mean, long as you ain't
People- why-
offering the kids candy and shit, I don't...
Well, yeah, no.
Which I know you're not. So
But-
that's why I'm like, I don't think so.
No. But, I've been like identifying like sad behavior lately with all these shows or whatever. And I've definitely decided and found the saddest behavior.
Okay, hold on. I'm about to send you... Wait, who? Summer Walker? Wait, who is it?
No. So this lady, we went to Space Mountain, right? In Tomorrowland. This lady all of a sudden is talking. We're thinking she's with her family because she keeps talking, but she's talking like these people have never been there. But because there's somebody like who's been there a bunch of times. There's Disney fanatics, and so they're like, "Oh, I go here all the time. I'm a season pass holder." Blah blah blah. She would not stop talking. Then all of a sudden she turns to them and says, "Thank you for letting me hang out with you since I'm here all by myself."
It almost feels like a dream to be back after so long.
Disneyland means more than just an amusement park.
This has been my home for over 41 years.
Disneyland represents a piece of really Americana.
It's a happy place. It's a place where you can forget about everything else that's
I don't know if I could go to Disneyland by myself.
Let me think.
Like Six Flags, maybe. Disney? I don't know. Actually, I don't even know about Disney at Six Flags. I wouldn't say Carnival because you need a witness.
I could, but you're right. But I think I talked about this commercial. I want you to watch it, and I want your live reaction. I don't think I have any interest in doing that. Like, I'll go to the movies by myself.
Want to get ice cream? Chocolate? Yeah. Let's go, honey.
Oh my gosh. I feel like that black man is a white man in blackface.
Together, we can find a child by signing up for free wireless.
Oh!
I told nigga, plot twist.
The white woman abducted this little girl.
Dead. Stealing Kiki Palmer.
Mm-hmm.
Did I talk to you
no,
about
we
that
wasn't
commercial,
doing
or did I talk to Kia about that? Now I'll be mixing up shows and shit.
That had to be Kia, because you wouldn't show me nothing no socially responsible like that.
Yes, I would, because I looked at that commercial and I said, the gag! Y'all had the most sus-looking Fonzie-ass, free candy van-ass nigga. You made it.
Yeah.
You made everybody think it was him. It was the white woman who was stealing little white Kiki Palmer. Of course I would have showed you that commercial. That's
Yeah.
why I just showed it to you.
She definitely did try to offer Matilda candy.
Did.
If I come with me.
Come on, sweetie. Let's get ice cream.
Like, you are not Miss Honey.
Wait, and the little girl just going along while, okay.
Which is what?
Which, right. Because let me tell you who would have been screaming, this is not my mother. Noah.
Okay.
That is not my mommy.
No. Who are you, sir?
Sir.
No.
Sir. Ma'am. Fam.
Right. No. See, again, lesson number 4,337 as to why I do not want to have a child. Why? Because you have to enroll them little nigglets in self-defense, because the rest of the world is wild.
Oh, we about to put her in jujitsu. She gonna chop a nigga's
You see what I
neck.
mean? You see what I mean? Now, it's different if that's just what she's into. You know what I mean? But I shouldn't have to be like, let me put this into you because niggas are crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it shouldn't have to be, it should be a recreational and not precautionary, you know?
Yeah, which is going to be a little bit of both. And it's also for the discipline, you know what I'm saying? But also you will learn how to chop a nigga's neck.
Speaking of getting older is some bullshit.
What happened?
Do you know my entire time that I was on vacation, first of all, fuck the Hilton Garden Inn in Anaheim, because their bed, when I tell you I busted my knee at the foot of the bed on that all wooden thing, when I tell you I was on Peter Griffin.
So was it the bed or was it you?
It was a footboard. It was there. It was in my way. Why? You know what I mean? Why would it jut out like that?
Oh, okay, it was
That's
jutting
weird.
out weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was weird.
Okay.
And then, like, because you have to, like, walk all the way around. It wasn't my fault,
Okay,
I promise.
Okay, all right, fair. Okay,
I promise.
all right, fair.
Because it happened to Chris Rogers, too. And I was like, see, it just wasn't me being clumsy.
You know what did that to me the other day? That motherfucking green screen. Nigga, when I tell you fuck rang from through those streets of Brooklyn.
That was me last night because I cut my toe open.
Cut your toe open
Yeah.
where? What toe? How?
On my big toe. It's fine. So I was making a sandwich.
With your feet?
And no, the knife fell off the counter.
Oh, sorry. I was about
And I was using the big butcher knife to cut the block cheese. So the knife went like this. Mind you.
Oh, it felt like Adventures in Babysitting.
Yeah, mind you, I'm fine. I have, I'm actually not barefoot. I'm wearing, my Adidas chanclas, whatever. Of course, it hits the part of my foot that's not, and so it goes straight into my big right toe.
Oh, my God.
So now I'm walking around with, a little
Give me on my toes. Give me on my toes.
Ooh. That's like the time when I lived by my sister. This is how I know Oklahoma's haunted, because I was cooking myself some pasta. And I
chicken tetrazzini.
Do niggas still make that?
Paul wanted the chicken tetrazzini. Sorry.
Do niggas still make chicken tetrazzini?
Niggas still make chicken Alfredo.
You right. I wonder if like certain stuff dies in different generations. Like ain't nobody
Like
making
rice-a-roni.
Yeah, or is rice-a-roni dying?
Nah, but I had rice-a-roni in a coon's age. You know what I mean?
Wait. Chicken tetrazzini.
Also,
yeah, now there's some white people definitely making some chicken tetrazzini.
Anaheim has really cheap weed.
Oh, yeah. Look, I'm with the listeners. I keep getting confused thinking you was in Florida. Even though I know you wasn't. Illogically in so many reasons.
Yeah,
that's why I was like,
no.
Damn, nigga, you can buy weed in Florida now? That's crazy.
No. Because then I would change my whole outlook on the state of Florida. Not whole, but a small fraction
Let
would
me tell you
change.
something. Florida is a diabetic toe of America.
See, I don't
I'm telling
know.
you.
I don't
Cut that motherfucker off. We'll be fine. We'll be a little off
It's
balance.
literally right. It's literally hell's waiting room. But I've been watching House Hunters on like Discovery Plus is the best thing.
It really is the bees knees, nigga.
Like I have been on. Like there is 2,487 episodes of House Hunters, and I am destined to watch every last one of them.
I'm with it
because I am addicted to horrible people with even horrible taste. Like it is great. Like I done found all the black episodes, because they only show the black episodes on OWN, even though we're beefing with the OWN people.
Oh yeah, we beefing with y'all. You got the nerve,
right. But yeah, Discovery
We've
Plus
been
is
beefing
fabulous.
with the OWN people. If you get that drift. I ain't gonna say her name no more, but you know.
Right. But yeah, Disneyland. It was such a trip because it was like me reliving my childhood and then having pockets of like, well, this is kind of sad. But then I was like, well, no, I'm enjoying it.
I went to Disney World. I've never been to Disneyland. I went to Disney World. Okay, so we had the best. This was like our first real family vacation. You know, because they didn't have no money. So they had to like plan this for ages. And you know, cruises, you know how cruises do. You can pay it in pockets. So.
Oh, yes. An installments,
honey. So my parents booked a cruise with like a bunch of my aunts and uncles and like a bunch of my cousins. And we all went to the Bahamas on a cruise. And then when we got off the boat, because we had to get on in Florida. And when we got off the boat, me, my parents, my sister, and then like one of my cousins and my uncle and his girlfriend all went to Disney World straight off the boat. I thought that was just the best fucking vacation ever known to man. I was like, and then, and I have not been to Disney since, so I don't know if I'm going to feel sad when I go.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it'd be a good time. It'd be great to have Noah. It's also would be good with a bunch of adults to go because let me tell you, there's this group of white aunties, and they were white aunties for a reason because they all had like Mickey Mouse, like a mini theme, but it was all in like rose gold and blush. So they had like this rose like blush type of Disney shirt. They all had rose gold mini Mickey Mouse ears, and they all had rose gold Crocs.
Yeah, and then they had cozies with like Chardonnay in them.
Well, yeah. Yeah. They were, my kind of people, but like, you know.
Like it was one of the aunties' like 45th or 50th birthday. Because I told Crystal Jean next year we are going on a trip, and I am certainly buying a gaggle of Lordy Look I'm 40 shirts and bitches with matching shoelaces, and we gonna pretend it's Essence Fest.
Yes, we gotta get somebody on the crab leg.
Oh, let me tell you, because Friday Friday, Fran hit me when she got in town because we had to film the thing on Saturday. So she hit me when she got in town and she was like, "What you doing tonight?" And I was like, "Girl, I chilled me some wine and just ordered me some crab legs."
I know.
I would relax
that's
since we got
right.
this filming early in the morning. I was like, I would eat my crab legs and just drink me some wine and go to bed early.
I know that's right.
And I did. I ordered me some crab legs. I made my own Cajun butter at home. And I ordered me, some boiled shrimp and some potatoes and corn. And I just set up my little shop in the living room. And me and Tristan sat down and watched Death Becomes Her.
Oh, I love that movie.
He showed me Witches of Eastwick last week. So I showed him Death Becomes Her.
Oh.
We're on this like little kick back and forth where we be like, you ever watch blah, blah, blah? And we'd be like, oh, no. So we showing each other stuff.
Oh, yeah, we do that. That's how I got him into Survivor. That's how I got into Drag Race, honestly. But, yeah.
I know, and I know your nigga ain't seen it because we are going, like I said, he's like, you ever see The Witches of Eastwick? I'm like, no, I never seen that one. All these movies are from the 80s.
Oh, then you have to show him like the Goonies and shit like that.
Oh, I am, but I think he's seen the Goonies. We're showing each other stuff we never seen.
The Never-Ending Story.
But and I think Noah can watch that with us.
Yeah, that's a family. Those are all family movies. Even the Goonies is family.
I'm finna show them both of them Adventures in Babysitting.
Ooh.
I'll be like, and when old boy, the brother gets stabbed in the foot in Chicago, because it's in Chicago and they're in the train station. When they get stabbed in the foot, I'm gonna be like, look, that's Uncle XD.
Fuck you. That shit hurt.
I'm sorry. I know it did.
And it was the same knife. I was like, the same knife, Flav. The same knife. Oh God. I've hurt myself every day. And now I have, and then I slept wrong. And so, when you sleep wrong after 30, it feels like you've been in a car wreck and shit.
Let me tell you how I was researching pillows the other day. And I was like, I was deep in the Consumer Reports, okay? And I was like, I seen this square pillow. And it's so basically the problem that we have. See these fucking
the cube
AirPods.
pillow.
Yes, because the problem is that we be having that little bit of space between your neck and the pillow, right? So I'll be trying to double up the pillows and shit, but the way pillows are shaped, it's the way that they are. So there's always that teeny little bit of space. And I was like, I need to try this cube shit. But then I don't know if it's like another scam. See, the fact that you recognize it too means the algorithms are high.
Well, no, because I've been researching.
Oh, okay. So I was like, wait a minute.
Like, I've been researching exercises and decompression tactics and shit like that and whatever, because this shit has got to go. You gotta go.
Yeah.
And because I'm just like, gosh.
I know.
Because, I have nerve damage in my left shoulder because of sleeping wrong.
Yeah, I have, what's it called? Muscle spasms.
So I'm like, yeah. Speaking of getting older, so I have a film project.
Oh, yeah.
2 hours into the show.
Yes.
I have a film project that came out on Wednesday.
It's so good, you all. It's very Netflix.
Yeah, Black Gay 30. Xavier Delope presents Black Gay 30, directed by Christopher B. Rogers.
Yes! Okay, Bernard.
Yeah. It's a look into being Black, queer, and aging. Something that we don't necessarily have the grace to do because of statistics being shot every 28 hours or being killed as a Black trans person or surviving HIV and AIDS.
Yeah.
So a lot of times people who are younger have anxieties about getting older and turning 30 because not a lot of us make it to. So the whole point of the project in the next couple of episodes, we're in the process of filming more, and And the two that are coming out are, one is somebody who's before 30, about to turn 30, and they talk about their anxieties and self-care attached to it. And then we meet somebody who is in their 30s and they talk about how they've overcome their trials and tribulations and all that good stuff on the other side of 30. And what they do for self-care too. So it was a really great project. Thanks to Movember and the Rooted Rising Collective. I've meant to say this all in the beginning, but
it's all right. You're saying it now.
Yeah. But it was a really cool. It was a really, 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 really cool thing. You can see it on my YouTube channel and also on Instagram. It was a great experience. So now you know why there hasn't been any Survivor recaps.
Also, since you just said that, well, first of all, congratulations, friend, because you've been working very hard on this.
Thank you.
Excuse me. You're working really hard, and you've really been putting your whole ass into it. So it looks very good. I got to see both of the videos. And they are beautifully shot. Angles. They are giving you angles, honey. They're giving you clarity, honey. It's cinematography, nigga. So
all shot on the iPhone 13, which is also something really cool.
Amazing. Look, y'all could be in a commercial. So congratulations. Very much so, friends.
Gracias.
If you are listening to this outside of Afropunk, I have released pants. Everybody's always asking me where I get my pants. I get them made by a Senegalese tailor, and now you may own a pair too. I focused on my taller slim girls and my taller curvy girls. So the pants, essentially, they're joggers. Like me. And you could purchase a pair if you wanted to. Actually, no. Should no, but just hold off.
Okay.
They are out for a very limited time. It's a capsule collection, so you will only have the certain dates listed on my social media to order and listed on the website. And so I will post that in the description box, and XD's Black Gay 30 links will also be posted in the description box so you can watch. The pants are $111.10. Now, some of you may say, God damn, that's a lot of money. They are a thick 100% like mud cloth cotton. So they're very sturdy and they're handmade. This is not some warehouse that I got shipped from overseas. They are being handmade by my tailor who makes my pants. And so therefore, this is a very equitable arrangement, and I made sure that it's not a bunch of little babies making my pants for 12 cents. So just this is a person with a family who is making these pants by hand, and they range they're joggers, available in 3 sizes, so anywhere from a 6 to a 24. So yes, good. Exactly. So they're joggers. They come in 3 different sizes. You pick along. I have the measurements in there and so forth and so on, as well as my beautiful models. We have Mary Akpa, who has announced the release of her album that will be coming out November 19th. We have Nana, she is fucking phenomenal. Okay, let me tell you how Nana is. She killed the game. And then we have Ange, which is my boo. Ange also is in business with her mother, and they make custom hats. So measure your head and all. They're very really good quality hats. So you can also find Ange on Growing Up Hip Hop New York as well. But yeah, so I have these pants. Get in my pants. That's what it's called. It's called Getting Jade's Pants Capsule Collection. You got a limited time. There are limited pairs being made. They are being handmade as they are ordered. So just know, and then there's just a short processing time. But yes, they're being made with love, and I hope that if that is something that is within your budget, if it's something you would like to gift to a loved one this year, if you're trying to think of gift ideas, you know what I'm saying? Tell them they can come get in Jade's pants.
My song called Pants on the Ground.
Pants on the ground.
Pants on the ground.
Okay, what's it about?
People need putting their pants up.
All right.
Okay.
Can I
ready
sing
when you
it?
are.
Okay, ready?
1, 2, 3.
Pants on the ground.
Yeah.
Let's take a break.
Yeah, let's take a break.
And we'll be back. Hit it, Claude.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
So, do the women in your life take vitamins?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. I'm about to put you on for a great gift for them. Have you heard of Ritual?
Is it that stuff you do?
Not that Ritual. My daily Ritual. It's truly the best multivitamin I've used. So Ritual's Essential for Women 18 Plus multivitamin was formulated by exhaustive research to help fill nutrient gaps in the diets of women's ages 18 plus. And it's formulated with nutrients to help support brain health, bone health, blood health, and provide antioxidant support. And you know, we need that right now.
That sounds cool.
Yes, there's even a formula specifically for women 50 plus, so you can send some to your mother. And they don't upset your stomach because of the delayed release capsules.
Good. Let me go order her some now.
Right now, Ritual's offering our listeners 10% off your first 3 months. Visit ritual.com/JadeandXD and turn healthy habits into a ritual. That's 10% off at ritual.com/JadeandXD.
And we're black.
Just talking shit.
Yeah.
So what happened at Disneyland?
I was about to tell you a story.
Oh, okay. Not about Disneyland?
Well, yeah, kind of.
Okay.
It's in relation to cousins, right? So, like, last week we had jumped ship and we didn't do cousin jams. And so today we're supposed to be talking about cousins and stories and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So I do remember the last time I went on a family vacation was to Disneyland, and it was with all my cousins, and I was like 10, and of course there's like different waves of cousins in my family. Like,
yep,
there's like the two that was oldest, and then there's the block, and I was like the youngest out of this block, but I'm the oldest out of this other block. So, anywho, so I was happy to be with all the older kids, really, and I was on the younger end of the spectrum. But I was, trying to hang because and they're all like 4 or 5 years older than me. So this is before 9/11, it was the 90s. So for whatever reason, my mother allowed me to go with my cousins to Disneyland, which was across the street. So, which is so interesting because the Best Western that we stayed at is still there. Okay. And you could literally walk from the front of the building to Disney Way to get into Disney. Okay. So, like, it was convenient. So my mother was like, okay, yeah, they have a little bit more structures now, but it's still you could still walk to Disneyland or California Adventure, whatever. Okay. So one time, it was like raining one night, but it was off and on. It's LA. It doesn't really rain. So they all convinced my mother and my aunties or whatever, can we go, whatever, the elder kids. And they were like, can we bring XD too? And, my mother was like, so she was like, if you lose my baby, I will kill each and every one of you.
Not mad at
whatever. So whatever, I'm 10, I'm like, let's go. So there was nobody in the park, which was very kind of scary, but it was also very lit. So this is right when Indiana Jones ride came out. So there was nobody on the ride or in line, so we got to ride the rides as many times as we wanted. I rode Indiana Jones 9 times in a row. Right. Me and my cousins had a wang dang doodle. We was on Space Mountain like 4 times. Like, it was
Space Mountain,
litty too titty, and it was like one of those times where I felt like I was, indoctrinated into the older brigade.
When did I? The first time I felt like it was that cruise I told you about, and it was because my cousin Tony. Yeah, nigga, I'm calling you out. This was also in the 90s. I want to say we went on that cruise in like 94 or 5. and it's a cruise. So, you know, if you're 21, you just get drinks wherever they have drinks available, and it's billed to this card thing, right? And that's how it used to be. And then all your food and stuff is covered, like in your being a passenger on there. So, but if you get like extra stuff, then that's additional. Well, my cousin Tony was going to get the drinks, but he would bring them back and slide them to us.
Y'all
all
was
the daiquiris.
lit in the 6th
Let
grade.
me tell you something. I was up there.
Y'all was lit
Hype.
in the fucking 6th grade.
Hype boots. And we was drinking all the daiquiris, nigga. Do you hear me?
Oh my
All the
gosh.
daiquiris. And I felt like I was
Wasted.
doing something because, you know, my older cousins was getting lit and I was getting lit too. And me and my cousin David was getting lit. We was like, yeah, nigga, we drinking this sweet shit. It's delicious. And then, you know, like my family is a drinking family. Like, my mother's like, we are actually both sides are drinking families. Maybe a little too much, you know. So a lot of times when the spouses and things come into the family, they'd be like, I can't keep up, nigga, with you niggas.
Yeah.
And my mom, so she, you know, she would make my cousins drinks, and so I think I was like 16. She was making these drinks, so she come over, and your girl slid me a Scotch cocktail, and I said, "What's this?" She said, "I made you one too, because I know you're gonna try and sip your cousins anyway, so I'm gonna make you one too." She's like, "Go ahead, and drink it."
Put some hair on your titties.
Let me
didn't it?
tell you about my nipples were fuzzy, okay? Okay. And I already
That nipple
smoked.
was fuzzy, honey.
Okay. I was already like, I was smoking already, and I was drinking terrible, cheap shit. But that little Scotch cocktail, I was like, whoo, the cheap shit just, it tastes good, and then it fucks me up real quick. This shit right here, nigga, is rough going down.
This shit is here for the long haul.
Woohoo! I was like, because my cousins started me off on fucking root beer and Jack Daniels and shit. You know what I'm saying? So we was drinking sweet shit. My mom came through with that Scotch cocktail and was like, here's a sophisticated drink for your little black ass. See if you can handle that.
So how do you nose and appreciate great whiskey? First of all, you need to have the right glass. This is so important. This is, of course, the Capita nosing glass. So you need to make sure that the whiskey goes in the glass.
See if you can keep up now, little heifer.
Oh my gosh.
She loved calling
I'd be
us
so
heifers.
wasted. I would be, you know, I never had, because things got disjointed later, but like, and I ended up moving.
Yeah.
So therefore all my cousins kind of together, and I had to move to New York and be, you know, Felicity Porter and be away and be gay and shit.
Yeah.
But like, you know, so I missed out on a lot. But they definitely would like get together and drink and smoke and things like that. And I'd be like, oh, I missed out.
We have a good time. And it's just crazy to see us all be like the adults now, the parents. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You know, like I still look at them as my big cousins. And then I turn around and be like, nigga, you got a 20-year-old kid? Like,
yeah, that's like my cousin that
thought
called
she
me
was
today.
6.
Yeah. That's like my cousin that called me today from Copenhagen. And it's like, because he was telling me to try to convince me to come there for New Year's. I don't know if it's going to work out. But I think he's going to come here to stay for like a few days with us. But I still think of him as like the 3-year-old that used to live with me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he's a solid 32 years old. You know what I mean? So
my little cousin.
So it's like, I don't.
My little cousin was like, I remember she was 2 and she was pissing herself and all kinds of shit. And I already thought it was crazy that my cousin like had a baby. And then I'm like, look at this baby. This little heifer was in a magazine the other day. She's an artist now, and she's like got pieces and like a showcase. And I'm like, but you're 3. I don't understand.
Yeah.
You're 3. What's going on? And it's just crazy to see us be. So, like, when we went to my cousin's a couple years ago, I have 26 first cousins on my mother's side. Let me just, I don't know if I've said that, but.
Oh, yeah, but your mother has a bunch of brothers.
My mom has 6 brothers and a sister. There's 8 of them total. So I have 26 first cousins on my mother's side. And because my mother and her siblings are stair-step, like my aunt is the oldest, my mom is the youngest, there's 6 boys in between, and my mom and my aunt are 9 years apart. 8 kids.
That's about right.
Yeah. So our cousins are stair-step, essentially, but we also come in like blocks of age. So it's like me, my cousin Brooke is 1 year older than my cousin Toya, then my cousin then my cousin Tiffany, then my cousin Toya. And then, you got the batch over here, you got Rocky, David. David's my age. You got Rocky and David who are in this age bracket. You got Stacy and Tony and them who are in this age bracket, and Kendon, and it's just a bunch of us, and all of us got kids now. And so we were at Tiffany's a couple years ago for New Year's, and it was like we were having fun. We're all kids together. We're all like, we've always had fun together. And then I look up and I was like, we having fun, nigga. We getting drunk. We like, it's old times, but we got kids. And them niggas is just running amok the way we used to. Because, wow, everybody's still getting drunk. Look at that.
See? Well, our family we weren't a drinking family. It was like church, and then my other side family was, I don't know, crack, I guess. But,
Yeah, there's some of that, too.
I mean,
Yeah.
Black, 80s.
More on the other side.
To play.
Yeah, 80s.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Generations.
Yeah. But yeah, like it is interesting to see, like, damn, we're the kids now. But yeah, cousins are your first best friends, you know?
They are. They're your very first best friends. I remember when my cousins tried to hook me up with this nigga named AJ.
Oh, God.
We would visit each other in the summertime. So I went to Cleveland. And I will never... I remember the outfit. They put me in. They was like, our friend got this brother named AJ. And we showed him a picture of you, and he thinks you cute. And I was like,
no.
Okay. So they were like, okay, so we're gonna get you dressed, and then we're gonna go down to AJ's house. So I'm like, now in hindsight, I'm looking at this now at this age, I'm like, what the fuck was we about to do at 11 or 12? But they put me in a jumper, like overalls, but shorts because it's summertime, with a little tank top underneath, and they did my hair half up, half down with bangs. It was ponytail at the top, high ponytail.
The 12-year-old special.
All right, they bumped me at the bottom, and I had bangs. They put some earrings on me, and then. I mean, what you about to do? Beat a face? No. It's the 90s. We didn't beat faces then.
You had a serious lip gloss.
I had a serious lip smackers on, though, nigga. And we walked down to AJ's house, and it was like, so this is Jade, this is AJ. And it's like, what's up? You want to go talk? Okay. And we went and sat and talked, and it was like, it's like two bottoms in the bed.
On that note, it's time to go. Thank you for listening to today's episode. Subscribe to us on Patreon and YouTube. Please go check out Jade's website and get in her pants. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel to check out Black K30. We love you for listening, and we will see you on Patreon. Bye.
Yes,